So, good morning, student. This lecture is scheduled for Skill Development Lab 3. And in previous lecture, as we discussed about some awareness of the MATLAB software, today I'll go in detail. We'll start with very basic examples in the MATLAB so that you will feel comfortable with MATLAB. Later on, we'll be moving towards the practical codes which supposed to perform by you whenever the practical schedules will be there. So, good morning. I'm for starting lecture. Am I audible? Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Okay, again, the same. Those who are facing some network problem may go through the video later on. So I'll start the lecture. First of all, I'll tell you the features of the MATLAB in detail, then usage of the MATLAB, then quickly we will go through how to set up the MATLAB on laptop quickly. I will not take more than 1 minute for that. Later on, I'll go through what are different operators and variables in the MATLAB. So these will be the topic, today's topic. And here I'm going to run the PPTs. Simultaneously, I will run code on MATLAB as well. So So the first PPT is the MATLAB environment. We'll discuss the MATLAB. MATLAB is the Matrix Laboratory, is a fourth generation high level programming language and interactive environment for numerical computation, visualization, and programming. It allows matrix manipulation, plotting a function and data, implementation of algorithms, creating of user interfaces, interfacing with programs written in other languages, including C, C++, Java, and Fortran. Analyze data, develop algorithm, and create models and applications. It has numerous built-in commands and math functions that help you in mathematical calculations, generating plots, and performing numerical methods. MATLAB, power of the computational mathematics, dealing with matrices and arrays, 2D and 3D plotting and graphics, linear algebra is possible, algebraic equations are possible, nonlinear functions, and the statistics, data analysis, calculus and differential equations, numerical calculations, integration, transforms, and curve fitting, and various other special function can be possible with the MATLAB. So it is a powerful tool. Features of the MATLAB. It is a high-level language for numerical computation, visualization, and application development. It also provides an interactive environment for interactive exploration, design, and problem solving. It provides vast library of mathematical functions for linear algebra, statistics, Fourier analysis, filtering, optimization, numerical integration, and solving ordinary differential equations. It provides built-in graphics for visualizing data and tools for creating custom plots. Features of MATLAB. MATLAB's programming interface gives development tools for improving code quality, maintainability, and maximum performance. It provides tool for building application which customs graphical interfaces. It provides function for integrating MATLAB-based algorithm with external applications and languages such as Java, C, .NET, and Microsoft Excel. Uses of MATLAB. MATLAB is widely used as a computational tool in science and engineering, encompassing the fields of physics, chemistry, maths, and all engineering streams. It is used in a range of applications, including signal processing and communication, image and video processing, control measurement, computation finance. You all of you know how to set up certain software on the laptop. Just click on setup file and follow the instruction and go for next OK and S and whatever the license if you are asking or terms and condition to agree. You have to go through that. So I'll just move this PPT. So this is setup environment. Then understanding MATLAB environment setup. We already discussed in previous lecture. So again, I will go little bit fast here. What is the current folder? In current folder, this panel allows you to access the project folder and files. Whatever are the projects, those will be available in current folder. Then command window. This is the main area where command can be entered at the time at the command line. It is indicated by command prompt. It has two arrows, which is shown here. And you can write command into the command window. You can see on this command window, the variable A is given 29, B is 69. So we have done some practices on this in previous lecture. Then workspace, the workspace shows all the variable created and or imported from files. We have seen whatever the computation is done while executing the command, there will be matrices generated into the workspace where you can observe what are the values of particular matrix. Then the command history, this panel shows you or returns command that are entered at the command line. So this will be the command history. We already seen this. MATLAB basic syntax. MATLAB environment behaves like a super complex calculator. You can enter command at the command prompt. MATLAB is an interpreted environment. In other words, you give a command and MATLAB execute it right away. When you click on execute button or you can press enter, immediately the result is written on window. Like very simple practice is given here. 5 plus 5, 3 to the power 2. So we'll do it here. 5 plus 5. Then you have 3 to the power 2. You'll get answer 9. Similarly, you can execute sine pi of 2. So here I have sine in bracket pi by 2. Bracket close. Again, whenever you're writing single instruction, no need of semicolon is there. We will see what is use of semicolon on next. So sine pi by 2 is 2. So you can have such kind of practices. So very simple command you can see into the example. Sine pi by 2, 7 by 0. If you write 7 by 0, it will be infinite, because divide by 0 will have infinite. So it will be INF. Certain things are there where symbols are not available. Like pi, you have to write pi. For infinity, you have to write INF while you are using this, say, command. Then MATLAB provides some special expression for some mathematical symbols like pi, then infinity, then like under root -1, it will be I and J, and NaN. What is NaN? NaN stand for not a number. So here uses of semicolon in MATLAB. Semicolon indicates end of the statement. Suppose there is one instruction and later on next to that you have to write another instruction. So previous instruction shall end by semicolon. However, if you want to suppress and hide the MATLAB output for an expression, add a semicolon after the expression. For example, x is equal to 3, y is equal to x plus 5. So you can write this kind of program like x is equal to 3 semicolon and y is equal to x plus 5. So the result is 8. The percentage symbol is used for indicating a comment line. For example, if I'm writing x is equal to 9, then percentage sign के बाद जो है assign the value 9 to the x. So that is for commenting into the program. Like I have a program here, and if I write here percent after the command, here I may write percent sign here, and I may write here is addition. In this way you can have a comment. If you don't put percent sign there, it would be treated as a syntax error, or say if keywords are there, it will be considered like an instruction, and there might be of course several error on the execution. So percent sign is used for comment. Next, commonly used operators and special characters in the MATLAB. Commonly used, you can see here plus sign for addition, minus sign for subtraction. Star is for scalar and matrix multiplication operator. Dot star is array multiplication. We will be looking at what is an array and we'll be performing this operation. Then you can see this up arrow is for scalar matrix operation, exponential operator. Then dot, if you are putting dot in front of, you can see here star, before star there is a dot, before this arrow there is a dot. So dot says that there will be operation on array. So array exponential operator is there. Then backslash, left division operator. This is right division operator. Next is, if you are using of course dot in front of left division and right division, it will be array left division operator and array right division operator. Then colon. Colon generates regularly spaced element and represent an entire row or column. So colon is used for spacing certain elements. Then brackets, parenthesis encloses a function argument, and array indices overrides precedence. We'll be using this, no worry about that. Then brackets enclosure array elements. Then dot is a decimal point. 3 dots, I have not used this 3 dot yet, so we'll use it is ellipsis line continuation operator. It is a line continuation operation. And a comma separate statements and element in a row. Again, there are certain semicolon we already used and discussed, separates columns and suppresses display. Then percent sign is for comment and specifies formatting. Then underscore, quote sign and transpose operator, dot underscore, non-conjugated transpose operator, and equal to is assigning operator. So these are certain operators used in MATLAB, out of which few operators I have not used yet, but we will be using if there is a need of it. Then special variables and constant. So variable, whatever we are assigning into the program, like I will go to the MATLAB again. I'll go to the MATLAB. What I write x is equal to 2. Then I will write y is equal to 3. And I will write x plus y. Then you can see here answer is there and variable is answer, and it is equal to 5 because I have not given any variable here. But if I write z is equal to x plus y, then I'm sorry, z is equal to x plus y, then variable z that I have assigned and has an answer which is 5. So answer is say inbuilt variable and z is user defined variable. Suppose you are not using say any variable, whatever is the result that will be stored in answer, and you can reuse that variable. Like if I wanted to multiply the previous answer by 5, so I may write answer multiply by 5. So it will be 5 multiplied by 5, it will be 25. But now the variable ans, which is answer, is updated to 25. So don't expect there is 5 inside answer now. It is now 25. You can see into the workspace here. It is a 25 now. If you do the same operation again, ans multiply or plus whatever multiply by 5. Now it is not 5 into 5. It will be 25 into 5. So the result is 125. So whatever is the inbuilt variable, you can see here, this is the workspace 125 because it is single element. So it will not have and say matrix. It is single element. So 125 is stored into ANS. Whenever you are repeatedly using ANS, it will now get update and updated value will be utilized during the program. But for say short functions, you can use ANS. Otherwise, for in long programming, you have to, it is better to use user defined variables there so that there will not be any say what we can say, there will not be any update of variable automatically, and there say answer may be somewhat different whatever we are expecting. This will not happen. So next is EPS is accuracy of floating point precision. INJ is the imaginary unit. Then in INF is infinity. NaN command or say variable is for under say undefined numerical result, that is not a number, and pi is for pi. So these are the special variable and constants. In MATLAB environment, every variable is an array of array or matrix. You can assign variable in simple way. For example, x is equal to 3, percent sign shows defining x and initializing it with the value. MATLAB will execute this instruction and return the value. Result is x is equal to 3. It creates a 1 by 1 matrix or element named x, stores the value 3 in its element. Like we have seen, ANS is updated in answer. It was 1 by 1 matrix, and it was updated, lastly updated by number 125. Similarly, X is a user defined matrix. As you put X is equal to 3, it has only one element and 3 will be saved there. Then let's check another example. X is equal to square root of 16. Defining X and initializing it with an expression MATLAB will execute and return X is equal to 4, because it will take square root. So I will write here X is equal to SQRT square root in bracket number 16 bracket close. So X is equal to 4. So you can see here whatever previous X is updated, because I'm repeating the variable X here. Previous there was some operation on X. Initially X was 2, but now I have used it again, and now it is updated by square root of 16 is nothing but 4. So you will see 4 into the variable X. If you don't want such kind of operation, you may initialize another variable like A, B, C, D, whatever. Then please note that once a variable is entered into the system, you can refer to it later. Of course, you can call X several times. Variable must have values before they used. Like you're not putting any value and random say I'm using L is equal to. L is not defined. You can say undefined function or variable I. Sorry, it is L. Because I have not used L into my command window or program. So it is not known to the MATLAB. That's why such kind of error comes, undefined function or variable. So not only writing code, you must be able to understand the error so that you will be perfect programmer. Then when the expression return a result that is not assigned to any variable, the system assign it to the variable name answer. As I already done this, if I do A plus B, and if A is 2, B is say 3, addition is 5. I have not assigned any variable like C is equal to A plus B. I am just writing A plus B. So value 5 will be automatically go into the answer ANS, which can be used later. Of course, we have done this practice, so we'll not go back. For example, if square root of 78, I have not written like X is equal to square root. I have written directly square root of 78. MATLAB will execute and result will be saved into the answer ANS variable, and it is 8.8318 whatever. And you can reuse ANS that we have already seen in previous example. Square root of 8. So if you are reusing this, it will be here is the example for reusing ANS. So next is square root of 8. So it will be 8.8318. Then another operation is performed, that is 9876 divided by ANS. MATLAB will execute this, and later on the new result will be 111.8. Let's do this. So I'll do here. I will use SQRT square root of what was that 78. So the answer is this, and what I'm doing, any number I'm taking and I'm dividing it by our answer, which is now it is 288 point something. So your answer variable is updated. Initially it was somewhat different, 8.8883 something. Now it is 288 point something. So here is the variable ANS. Then during the program, you may have assigned several variables A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever, multiple assignment on the same line, and MATLAB will execute and return its value. What if I forgotten the variable? So no worry about it. The command WHO, that is who command, displays all variable names you have used and return the result. We can execute this. I'll write who. So you can see on the workspace, into the workspace, there are ANS, X, Y, and Z variable. I'll write here WHO. So I will get X, Y, Z because ANS is what system define variable that will not be shown here. It is always there into the MATLAB ANS. So user defined variable are X, Y, Z. And if I write WHO who, then MATLAB pops up that you have entered three variable named X, Y, Z. ANS is also there. I'm sorry. ANS is also there by default. So next is the who's. Another, there are two commands, WHO who and WHOS who's. The who's command displays little more about variable. Initially who से क्या हुआ है, सिर्फ variable के नाम आए हैं. Here who's will display more about variable, like attribute name means variable itself, its size, matrices size कितना है 1 by 1, 1 by 2, whatever, bytes कितना है उसका, and what is the class. Class will see what are the classes in say next discussion. Variables currently in memory, what information who's provide, that is variable currently in memory, type of each variable, memory allocated in to each variable, whether they are complex variable or not, and after execution of whos you'll get such kind of result. We'll see into the MATLAB. I'll write WHOS, and you can see here we get what, name, size, byte, and class. So name, size, all the matrix or the variables are 1 by 1 matrix, and all are having double data types or class. So we'll see class data types later on because we are moving pointwise looking at the syllabus. So here is are two important command, that is who if you forgot what are the variables into your command line, and whose if you wanted to extract certain information about uh, size of variable, byte, number of byte. Here I'll take bit pause and I'll come back to you. Is there any query till the time? Yes. Anybody, you may unmute your mic and discuss with me. Any query regarding the discussion till the time? I'm waiting for your answer. Gatha Bhusari, are you there? Gatha? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any query till the time?
No problem.
Karan Dhande, are you there? Karan, are you there? Yes. Any query, Karan? Kisle Kumar? Kisle Kumar?
No, sir,
Are you
no
there?
problem.
No problem. Are you listening to the lecture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please mute yourself. Yes, Pallavi Khairkar. Pallavi, are you there? Pallavi Khairkar.
Yes, sir.
Is it going smooth? Are you getting the points?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, mute yourself. Okay, so we'll move back to the certain variables, how to add variable, what are the system defined variables, then how to say no variable if you forgot that, how to get more information about variable. Now the next is MATLAB clearing variables. The clear command deletes all or the specified variables from the memory. So you can either clear specific variable by giving command clear x, or you can have clear, it will delete all variable in the workspace peacefully and unobstructively. So here what I will do, again we'll do this practice. I'll write clear x. So you can see from workspace x is clear. Now there is no x into the library. If I say who command, then you can say answer y and z. There is no x. And if I write clear, then all the variables are clear from the workspace. And if you write who now, then there is no variable because ANS is the system defined, but ANS is also clear. There is no element into the ANS. So that also clear. So there is no variable as I use clear command. So as I discussed earlier, one of the program, there are certain mandatory or say necessary instruction before writing a script, like clear all, clear screen. So clear all, what it does, it will clear all the previous mentioned variables, and whatever the variables are there in your program, that would be taken into consideration and the program will be executed. So there will not be say any malfunctioning or say into the MATLAB. So here you can have variable not like a b c d or x y z. Likewise you may assign certain name, like you can see here, no long assignment agar dena hai. So what is the example? I have given variable name initial velocity, which is equal to 0, acceleration equal to 9.8, then time is 20 second, and final velocity is also variable, is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into the time, and you'll get final velocity. So you can have such kind of programming. So we will write in this way. So I will write initial velocity equal to say 0. Then next is what is acceleration 9.8, time is 20 second. So I will write here acceleration, I will write only ACC is 9.8, then time is say 20, and then final velocity I will write F INAL, final velocity is equal to, what was the formula? It was initial velocity plus acceleration into time. So what was the, it is INIVEL. So it will be INIVEL, initial velocity plus what? Acceleration into time. So it will be ACC, multiplying operator, it is star into TIME, time. Am I correct? Okay, into time, and if I enter, so it is 196 is the final velocity. So you can see here 4 variables are created. ACC is for acceleration, final VEL is final velocity, INI VEL is initial velocity, and time. So such kind of long assignment can also be possible instead of saying A, B, C, D. Likewise, you might have done such kind of say practices in C or C++. Still, we'll go through the basic things into this lecture so that it would be very helpful for you to write a code while doing the program practicals, or to understand the code while performing the practical. Then the format command. By default, MATLAB displays number with 4 decimal places. This is known as short form. Means if you are doing certain operations, say multiplication or whatever, division or whatever is the operation, after the number, by default 4 decimal points are, or 4 decimal values are displayed by the MATLAB. It is called short form. Another is format long. Format long is the command which will display 16 digits after decimal point. Then format blank. Format blank will command will round the number to the 2 decimal point. So there will be only 2 decimal point. Then format short e will be command allows displaying an exponential form with 4 decimal places plus exponent. And format long e will allows displaying in exponential form with 16 decimal places plus exponent. Format rat, it is a rational of this command, gives the closest rational expression resulting from a calculation. So you can see here are the examples where format long, then format short, format blank, then format short e, format long e, and format rat. And results, their results, this is the command executed and their result is like this. So format long, you can see after decimal point there are 16 digits, of course if those are available. And format short, there are only these number of digit. Format short is 4 decimal will be there, but fourth will not say be there in this calculation. That's why it is 3 only. Then format blank is round off the last 2 decimal digit. Then format E, 4 digit with exponent. Format long E, 16 digit after decimal point and exponent. And format rat, that is the rational number. This number 4.678 multiplied by 4.9 is the closest rational number is here. So we'll execute this into the MATLAB. So you can have x is equal to whatever is the operation done here. You have 4 decimal points. Then another one is format long, sorry short. पहले कौन सा execute किया हमने? Short वाला execute किया. So I will go for format long. Is it similar example? Format long word देना पड़ेगा हमें. Format long word देना पड़ेगा. I am executing directly. So here I will use format long. You can see here, if I use format long, it will be 16 digit after decimal point. Then another is this expression, format blank. After decimal, there will be 2 digit after decimal point, and of course it is rounded off. So I will paste it here. Semicolon must be there. So I will one by one, I will first I have to write format blank. So format blank. bank. It is not bank. It will be format bank. And then after this, so you can see here after decimal point there are 2 digit which is rounded off. So you please refer these PPTs as I will update it on Teams after the lecture, and if it is possible go for online simulation, because in your mobile, those who don't have laptops, there may not be MATLAB installed, so you can have online simulator to simulate such small instructions to understand. So whatever the format that you want, before writing a command like x is equal to 7 plus 10 by 3 plus 5 raised to power 1.2, before writing this command you have to write format long, short, bank, short e, long e, or rat. Then creating a vectors. A vector is a one-dimensional array of numbers. MATLAB allows creating two types of vector. One is row vector, are created by enclosing the set of elements in the square bracket using space or comma. Both are allowed, space or comma. To delimit the element. This is the example. R is the row vector in a square bracket with spaces between 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 results in row vector. So we'll execute that. So it is row vector R is equal to square bracket 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 space 5 and bracket close. So you can see here row vector is created into the MATLAB. Then these are the another row vector created, that is T, and those two are added together. So I will create another row vector here like T is equal to in bracket say 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus space 2 space 1 square bracket and enter. Another row vector is created, variable name is T. You can see into the workspace. Now you can see there are 1 by 5 element here it shows. Now it is not a single element. Again T is also 1 by 5 element. Likewise, and I will write addition result of these two, that is R plus T. You can have addition. So it is all 6 because I have created two row vectors 1 2 3 4 5 and 5 4 3 2 1. They are added directly. So all a new row vector is created which has variable name add and which has 5 element and each element value is 6. So another one is a column vector created by enclosing the set of element in the square bracket using semicolon to delimit the element. So here in this example, if you use space or comma, it will be treated as row vector. But if I wanted to go for column vector, it will be in square bracket, but it must be separated by semicolon. So 1 semicolon 2, I will use another one. So it will be 6 semicolon 7 semicolon 8 semicolon 9 and square bracket. So it has created a column vector of 6 7 8 9. Why it is showing 6.007.00? Because earlier I have mentioned format bank and I have mentioned format bank, that's why I'm looking at decimal point, and after that there are 2 digits. Okay, then I will use T instead of T. I will say S is equal to another is say 9 semicolon 8, semicolon 7, semicolon 6, bracket close. So it will be another column vector of 9867, and I will do a new one, some performance means mathematical operation that I will subtraction I will use equal to S, subtraction is possible, minus value will be there, S minus, what was this? C and S, right? C minus S. So you can see some values will be negative. So new row vector is created, which is the subtraction of this C, means 6, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus 9, 8, 7, 6. It will be minus 3, minus 1, minus, sorry, 1 and 3. So this is how the column vectors are created. This is one of the example column vector ka. And creating matrices. A matrix is a two-dimensional array of number. In MATLAB, a matrix is created by entering each row as a sequence of space or comma separated element, and the end of a row is used by what? Semicolon. For example, 3 by 3 matrix we have to generate. You can see here, this is what? 1, 2, 3. M is the matrix. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. These are the element. 1, 2, 3 is a row vector. 4, 5, 6 is also row vector. 7, 8, 9 is also row vector. And as it is separated by colon, all these elements will be of column. So I'll do that here. I'll create, and you can see before that what we'll do. We will see the previous column vector जो हमने अब तक देखे नहीं है. So this is column vector. You can see earlier we have seen 4 element column vector. Likewise, then here what I will do, I'll create one matrix जिसे मैंने variable name दिया है mat. In square bracket I will use 1 space 2 space 3 colon semicolon, so it will be row vector, then 4 space 5 space 6, then semicolon, then 7 space 8 space 9 and bracket close. So if I enter, a matrix is generated for this row vector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, column vector 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8 and 3, 6, 9. And similarly into the workspace, you can see it is 3 by 3 matrix created where 3 columns and 3 rows are generated with the specified elements. This is how we create matrices into the MATLAB. Again, on this matrices, we may have certain operations if you want to perform. So please do practice if you are able to say execute some basic commands online in your mobile or laptop. So thank you very much. For next few minutes, I will be waiting for questions or queries from your side. If not, I will end this session after 2-3 minutes. So those who have any question, please ask, unmute yourself and ask the question. Yes, Shashwat Jha. Are you there?
Yes,
Shashwat?
sir.
Yeah. Are you getting the points on the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try to say execute such kind of command because you're into the campus. You may use computers here. Okay. You will be getting laptop and say getting MATLAB easily available here.
Yes,
So
sir.
unmute yourself. Sumit Pathak, are you there?
Yes,
Sumit
sir.
Pathak. Yes.
Yes,
Any
sir.
query?
No, sir.
Actually, today we have seen very say easy steps of the MATLAB because until and unless you say study from the basic, you will not directly get say हाई लेवल कंसेप्ट डायरेक्टली प्रैक्टिकल के बड़े बड़े फिर आपको समझ में नहीं आएंगे रो है या वेक्टर है मैट्रिक्स कैसे क्रिएट किया so we started from very basic of the MATLAB so very easy to understand the codes which will be there into the practical. Okay, mute yourself. Okay, last 1 minute I will wait. If you have any query, please ask, else I will end the session. Last 1 minute.